Hey everybody, welcome back to the Moon Horoscopes Podcast. So, these are your horoscopes for the week of June 21st through June 27th. You guys, there was so much daydreaming this week, and it's so good because it is making space for you to create a brand new reality. You'll see what I mean in just a second. So we're just going to dive in and get started here, starting with Capricorn. This week, you are in super organization mode. You're focused on sorting things out while also taking a look at the core foundations you've established for your life. You fully understand that you are making sure that you know exactly what purpose anything and everything serves in your life. With all that inner work completed, toward the end of the week, you give yourself permission to dream. While doing so, you feel pulled to look for a specific answer while you daydream. In the next week, there is a sudden drama that pops up in your world. This totally snaps you out of daydreaming and into being fully awake. You really want to dream, but you resist the urge because you must stay awake and alert in your life right now. You eventually feel safe enough to daydream again. This time, you choose to dream with a purpose. You want something to help you deal with all this drama. Thing is, lately, you've been an open channel for any sort of drama around you. So now, while you're daydreaming, you're on the cusp of finding the answer that can help you pull yourself out of this cycle. Great, moving on to Aquarius. This week is filled with celebration, but you are super nervous about joining the party. Eventually, you tiptoe your way in and you declare who you are. Instantly, you're celebrated for being yourself. This totally blows your mind that this could even exist. Later in the week, you are feeling super awkward about all the attention and you consider leaving. As you choose to bravely stay, you surrender the last of your inhibitions. You are now 100% invested in having the best time of your life. You are free to party, have fun, be loved, and be happy. In the next week, you begin to feel inspired with new ideas. You try sharing them with some folks, but they are just a little confused. They don't know if they should be super professional right now, or should they continue to celebrate? You are trying to get them to see that work and fun go together. Just a bit later, you feel drawn to change everything. You are very skilled at giving others what they want before they even realize they want it. Right now, you're looking at creating a new reality for others using this talent. As you share your idea, others are so nervous. Thing is, you have something to teach the world. Those around you could potentially learn how to work and have fun and understand that they both go together in the world. Awesome, moving on to Pisces. This week, you are fully in the flow of things. You are having fun while being in sync with flow. For some of you, this may include a deep, deep connection with water. Toward the end of the week, you give yourself permission to daydream without limits. You're even considering the impossible dreams to be something that can become real. Eventually, you step out of this isolated daydreaming and you move toward community. In the next week, you show up with a purpose, a truth, and a message you want to share with the world. You are showing them what you've been learning about going with the flow and non-resistance. There's a new way folks can operate in the world if they choose. In the next week, you begin to consider various ways to share this information. You may launch a course or teach a class, write a manifesto, write a book, or, anything else. You do stifle your own sense of flow gently as a way to have some control over the information as it comes out to others. You really don't want to misguide or confuse or lead others astray. Awesome. Moving on to Aries. This week, you are protecting those around you after a recent bout of drama. You are celebrated and loved as a hero from those around you. Toward the end of the week, you feel rather lonely. No one really communicates with you outside of the need for protection. Soon, you're offered a little side project to keep yourself busy, and naturally, you put your own spin on this project. Now, accidentally, you create something that can revolutionize your life. This new discovery has the potential to free up your life so that you can begin a new adventure. In the next week, you put your new discovery into action. You wait while everyone watches and the drama approaches. Your new project protects the community without your effort. It totally works. Others are in awe, and slowly they begin to trust this new invention. Somewhere along the way, someone may even consider what is possible if they use your tool for themselves personally. Fantastic. Moving on to Taurus. This week, you are experiencing something brand new in your life. You're so excited that you want others to join in on this experience with you. However, they are following their typical routines on autopilot. Toward the end of the week, you decide to have the experience for yourself. Your pure bliss attracts those that you invited earlier to come and enjoy this moment with you. You are very proud of them as they set their rituals to the side for this unique experience. In the next week, those around you begin to ask you to teach them how you do this. However, you are nervous about teaching as you'd rather simply just, experience life. Eventually, you find a different path to teaching. Instead of the traditional route, you share your life experiences. Now, this new information, it transforms the mind of those around you. As they return to their routines, they discover their own truths inside your stories, and this totally sparks a rebellion. They are no longer accepting the status quo. You may notice you run away to avoid being held responsible for other people's actions. You rather would like to simply experience life once again. Great. Moving on to Gemini. This week, you're outside of things considering the world. You're ready to leave something behind, but you don't have the courage to leave as of yet. You are only a shell of yourself as you return back to your usual rituals. Later in the week, you allow yourself time to step outside and experience something different. That new experience makes you happy. As you begin to daydream, you wonder if life could really be this happy all the time. In the next week, you suddenly grasp how much you know about creating safety for others. You could begin to create a whole new world for yourself. With this awareness, you begin to create a new level of safety for yourself outside of the old ways. You create a new space for only yourself that is filled with things you love. You sit within it happy to experience your own energy for once. Later, in the beginning of the week, you begin to pull the last of your energy or your stuff outside of the old place. You realize that you need to tell some folks you're leaving, but you're scared. Some of you will step up to confirm you're leaving, but some of you may just ditch the conversation and run.